Hi, my name is Arthur Zhang, and for Project 5 Group 6, I set it up the middleman structure. I also created the YAML file with all the data that the flowchart uses. So that would be like prerequisites, postrequisites, pre-co-requisites, and other data. I also designed the HTML structure for the flowchart and the CSS styling that goes with it. And I also put everyone's code together so that everything works and looks good. So here is our GitHub page, and you can see this is Group 5, Project 5, Group 6, and this is section 10556. Um, so about the structure of our GitHub page. So it's kind of like the middleman structure. So we have a data folder, and this just contains our YAML file. We have a source, and this is pretty much all the stuff to generate our static website. So we have JavaScripts, we have the layout, CSS, and then the ERB or template file. And here is our README, and here is everyone in our group. Okay, so now I will be demoing our project. So in my right, I have VS Code and a web browser to my left. So once you like clone over the project from GitHub, I did delete the build file. So I will just rebuild it, and you can build it with this command bundle exec middleman build, and if you run it, you will see this build folder will appear. And so we can open this, right click, and you can use the live server extension in VS Code. So we can open with live server. And this is, so I will expand this page. So here is our flow chart or 4-year planner. So before I go into detail about the actual planner, I will scroll down and show you our legend. So in this legend, we have multiple colors and a description of what each of them mean. So we have red is your hovered over course. This lighter red is the prerequisite chain or sequence. This a bit darker red or peach is the direct prerequisite. So courses that has that other course as a direct prerequisite. This light blue is the post-requisite chain. This bit darker blue is the direct post-requisite chain, meaning the one highlighted in this color requires your highlighted course directly if you want to take it. And then we have yellow co-requisite chains, co-requisite, not chain, just co-requisite, meaning you'll have to take that course if you want to take the hovered over course. And a pre-co-requisite, meaning you can take it concurrently or have already taken it. So you can also see down here, you have the total credit hours for first year, second year, third year, fourth year, each split between fall and spring. So I'll begin with hovering over ASC 1100. So you can see nothing highlighted, meaning there is no class that needs you to take this class or or none of these courses really need ASC 1100. If I hover over 1151, you can see a lot of classes highlight. And you can see in the darker blue, like CSE 1223, Math 1152, CSE 2321. These are classes that directly need 1151. And I just want to add a note that CSE 1223, uh, and you're probably wondering why you need to take it both classes and for in the first year, but usually if you there's a math placement test, so you don't need 1151. Uh, and then the one highlighted in light blue, those are courses. That's like the sequence. So those are other courses that other courses you'll take if you continue down the chain. Physics 1250, and this is highlighted in purple, and that means you can take to take physics 1250, you'll have to take 1151 already or with 1250. And then you can math CSE 1223, you can see 1151 is a requirement. But as I mentioned before, you can also take that math placement test. And nothing for the GE. And so this pretty much appears for a bunch of these other classes. So I'll just scan over them. And then this yellow means that you is a co-requisite or you must take CSE 2321 with CSE 2231. And then for these, you can see a box around them. So in the plan, in like you see OSU's like original planner, you usually choose one of these. And so that's why they hover around the CSE 390X. So you just choose one of these. And you can see they have the same highlighting effect, which, yeah. And then if we go down here, there's more options. And you can see that the CSE 390X, the whole box is highlighted, meaning you'll have to choose one of these to take 3541. And same thing for CSE 3341, you have to take a 390X class. And then you can see 5911, you can see 390X is highlighted, but 3901 is particularly highlighted, meaning you need a 390X class, but 3901 is part of the prerequisite sequence. So you can see 5912, you need CSE 2501 or philosophy. And CSE 3541. So if you want to take this class, you have to take 3541 particularly and not just a general 35X1 class. And then if you want to take 5914, you have to take CSE 3521. And then if you want to take 5915, you have to take CSE 3241. So it's not generally a 32X1 class. And that is the planner.
Hello, my name is Landon. I'm in group six, and this is what I did for project five. We go over to our website. any second now. I created this legend and colors so that you know which course is a prerequisite, a prerequisite, a co-requisite, or an alternate requisite for any of these classes.
Okay, hi, my name is Allie, and for this project, I worked on working on the future where if you hover over a course with your mouse, it highlights the post-requisite and the prerequisite courses for that course. So um, I didn't really add much to the HTML, but here in the CSS, I can. Hold on, this is in the way. Um, in the CSS, I added just like the course highlighting colors over. Oh, yeah, here. So we have for prerequisite and postrequisite. That's just for like the regular hovering. And then in this JavaScript file, you can see I have like the event listeners for when the mouse is over, and that makes sure that takes all the data from like the YML file about the prerequisites and postrequisites and like finds them so it can highlight them, and then when the mouse leaves it, just unhighlights them. So yeah.
Hi, my name is Raghav, and here's my contribution for Project 5 as a member of Group 6. So, for this project, I didn't get to do much because most of the work has been split amongst the other people. So, I wrote the README page for this whole project. So, basically, I went over what the project is and what are the different data types that the file types that we've used so far, like SCSS, YAML, .erb, and Markdown files and stuff. And then I gave out a step-by-step instructions on how to install this repository and use it on someone's personal computer, and also instructions on running the middleman server, and got the authors of the projects as well. And my other contribution to this project is that I will be stitching this video plus my other teammate folks' videos together, and I'm going to be uploading to the YouTube, and I'm going to submit that URL. That's it from me. Thank you.